All right, welcome back. So, I want you to forget the flashcards in the textbooks for just a minute. Today, we're diving headfirst into a real-world scenario that, let's be honest, every Arabic learner dreams of mastering, a full high-level conversation in a really nice restaurant. And this is about so much more than just ordering food. We're talking about connecting with the culture, picking up on the nuances, and speaking with some real confidence. Ready to dine like a local in Amman? Let's do this.
Okay, so picture this. You're walking through the incredible, vibrant streets of Amman, Jordan. You step inside a restaurant called Asham al-Asil, the authentic Levant. And the moment you walk in, the first thing that hits you is this amazing aroma of spices and grilled meats. You're led to a table and, wow, it has this breathtaking, panoramic view of the city's ancient citadel. You realize pretty quickly, this is more than just dinner. This is the ultimate test of your Arabic skills. So here's the big question. Are you ready for this? When that waiter comes to your table, are you going to be the person who just points at the menu and kind of hopes for the best? Or can you actually understand their recommendations, make your own special requests, and have a real conversation that shows you appreciate the culture? Well, that's exactly what we're going to master right now. Okay, so first things first, the arrival. This initial interaction, this is your shot to make a great first impression. It really sets the tone for the entire evening. This is where you can show off your politeness and your command of the language, right from the second you walk through that door. So, your waiter, Ahmed, he greets you with this warm, ahlan wa sahlan bikum. And then he asks if you have a reservation, hal ladaykum hajz? Now, I want you to really lock in on the restaurant's name, Asham al-Asil. That word asil means authentic. And trust me, it's not just a name, it's a promise of a genuine cultural experience. And as we're about to see, that promise is woven into every single part of the night. So what's the perfect response here? It's actually a super simple 3-step process you can totally master. First, you return the greeting with ahlan bik. Easy. Second, you clearly state your reservation. For example, al-hajz bi-ism Kareem. The reservation is in the name of Kareem. And then step 3, and this is the pro move. Add a little touch of grace. Just notice how Lina compliments the view with al-manzar ra'i haqqan. The view is truly magnificent. That simple act of appreciation, it instantly builds rapport and just creates this warm, respectful vibe. All right, now for the main event, ordering the food. This is where the conversation gets really fun, as we try to navigate a menu that's packed with famous regional dishes and some pretty modern dietary requests. Being able to understand the recommendations and clearly state what you want, that's the key to a perfect meal. So when Lina asks for recommendations, Ahmad doesn't just list some dishes. What he's really doing is giving you a tour of national and regional pride. He mentions Jordanian Mansaf, which is the country's national dish, and Nablus Kibbeh, a famous and beloved Palestinian specialty. You see, these aren't just items on a menu, they're culinary treasures with some seriously deep cultural meaning. This is so cool because it really breaks down the why behind each dish. Just look at the row for Mansaf. Okay, yeah, it's the national dish of Jordan. But the key detail, the real insider info, is in that cultural notes column, the mention of jamid. This dried, fermented yogurt with Bedouin origins is the absolute heart and soul of an authentic Mansaf. Knowing about an ingredient like jamid, that's the kind of detail that takes you from sounding like a tourist to sounding like someone who gets the culture. And boom, here's where tradition meets the modern world. Lina says, "Ana nabatiya." I'm a vegetarian. This one simple phrase completely pivots the conversation. It's a perfect example of how to state a dietary preference clearly and politely, which, let's be real, is a skill that's becoming more and more essential in today's Middle East. And you know what? Ahmad doesn't even blink. He immediately jumps in, all excited, and starts highlighting the incredible variety of vegetarian food in Levantine cuisine. He suggests classics like محاشي, these delicious, delicately stuffed vegetables, and mujadara, which is a super hearty and comforting dish of lentils and rice. It just goes to show that the region's culinary tradition is just bursting with amazing plant-based options that go way beyond the famous grilled meats. Okay, so you've handled the recommendations, you've stated your basic preferences. Now it's time to go to the next level. Let's talk about making those specific, nuanced requests to really customize your order. And this is just a fantastic comparison. It shows you the whole spectrum of modern dining. On one hand, you've got Kareem, who's taking a classic dish, Mansaf, and just asking for a slightly healthier version with less fat. But then you have Lina with her requests for بدون سكر إضافي, without added sugar, and for أضوية, organic vegetables. That shows the clear influence of global wellness trends. It's a sign that in a cosmopolitan city like Amman, you can totally enjoy authentic food while sticking to your own personal health choices. So what's the secret sauce here? How do you make these requests without sounding rude or awkward? Well, it boils down to this easy 3-step formula. First, state what you want. Second, use a polite opener like hal yumkin, which just means is it possible? And third, clearly state the specific change you'd like. This structure is respectful, it's direct, and it's going to help you get exactly what you want every single time. So let's hit pause for a second. Because what's happening here? This whole exchange isn't just a conversation about food or vocabulary. The language being used, the way people are interacting, it gives us this fascinating window into the culture of dining in modern Jordan and the values that hold it all together. And this brings us full circle, right back to that one crucial word from the very beginning, asil. Remember the restaurant's name, Asham al-Asil? That word, asil, authentic, it's the key to understanding everything. The owners aren't just selling food, they're making a promise of a genuine cultural experience. Every detail, from the traditional recipes to the incredible service, is designed to deliver on that promise. So, what have we really learned from all this? First, we see that modern health trends and traditional cuisine can absolutely coexist, beautifully. But maybe the most profound insight comes from a single phrase. When Lina thanks Ahmad, he replies, Hatta wajibuna, which translates to, it is our duty. Wow. This is so much more than just a polite, you're welcome. It's a reflection of a deeply ingrained cultural value that sees hospitality not as a job, but as a sacred duty of the host to their guest. It just perfectly captures how professionalism and genuine warmth are completely intertwined in Jordanian culture. And so, that's our meal. But really, the conversation is just getting started. We've seen how language can be this incredible window into culture, revealing that beautiful blend of tradition and modernity in Amman today. But it brings us to a bigger question, one I'd really like you to think about. What does an authentic experience actually mean to you? Whether you're in a restaurant in Jordan or just in your own hometown, what are the things, beyond just the food itself, that make an experience feel truly genuine and memorable? Thanks for joining me on this culinary and linguistic journey.